guys, Mandy coming at you from Travel Crew headquarters, where I'm so excited to unveil and launch our next big adventure as a group together, crew in Cambodia and Vietnam, because I'm partnering with On the Waterways to offer you a 5-star experience at bargain basement pricing to a part of the world that is so prohibitive to so many. We're gonna see Angkor Wat, which some call the 7th wonder of the world. We're gonna see Buddhist temples, we're gonna get a Buddhist blessing, we're gonna have incredible food, and get this, we're doing it with only 124 people on board. Can't wait to show you some pictures. Oh, let's go. Okay, so let's start by talking about our ship, the Amadara. It's fun to say. The Amadara only has, as I said, 124 people on board, and you can expect to find rich hardwoods throughout. You can expect to find small, intimate dining rooms, and guys, there's even a pool on the sun deck. There's a fitness room if that appeals to you, and there's even like a mini spa for massages and getting your hair did. These are amenities that are typically reserved for larger ships only. I don't see them on river ships that hold 200 people. So to find these amenities on a ship that is built for 124, that is luxury. That is rare, and I want you to know how special it is. Back to it. Let's talk about your stateroom. There's basically 2 categories, suite and standard. Now within that, there are some other designations, which we'll talk about later, but what you should know is that every single stateroom includes 2 balconies. 2 balconies, I said it. It also includes a sitting area, individually controlled air conditioning, which is going to be huge for us, bathrobe, slipper, a mini bar, satellite TV, safe, and a phone. Your suites, well, that's the sweet life indeed, because you're going to get a bathtub in your bathroom. You don't even get that on ocean liners unless you're in a spendy suite, which goes for twice what these are going for. That's really rare, it's really special, and at this price point, if you've ever thought about doing a suite, now is the time. Let's talk about what river cruising looks like in general. Most of you already know that it's a more inclusive model. So every day in port, you're gonna get your choice of at least 1 shore excursion. Sometimes there's multiple to choose between. That's included. Alcohol. No alcohol packages, guys. Sorry. You're just gonna have to deal with the fact that soda, beer, hard liquor, available all day long to you at no additional cost. For my wine drinkers, like myself. Wine is only available at lunch and dinner on an unlimited basis. However, with On the Waterways, you are encouraged to purchase wine ashore, bring it on board, and unlike an ocean ship where they take it away from you, on a river ship, they're gonna pop that cork for you. So you can enjoy the wine that was vented right where you're sailing on board with your newfound friends. That's pretty cool. So basically, in a nutshell, you can stay as sober or not for this trip as you want, included in the price. One of the big notable things about this river cruise that's different from many other river cruises, however, is that tips are not included. On the Waterways feels that you should tip based on your experience. So having a set daily rate that's automatically charged to you, not their style. Including tips in advance, not their style. That's because they want you to tip on the experience you had. And by hoping for that, what they're doing is motivating their staff to really work harder for you. And let me tell you guys, there are about 2 guests for every 1 staffer. So you can imagine the level of service that means for you. So I hope that your experience will lead you to tip, and tip well, because the Travel Crew tips well. It's one of the things we're known for, and it's one of the things I'm proud of about us. So I will help you with guidelines when that gets closer, but know that that is not included. So where is our group going? Check out this. You can see that we're gonna start in Vietnam and get on the Mekong River and the beautiful Amadara. We're gonna cross the border from Vietnam to Cambodia. And while we're there, we're gonna get a lot of experiences. We're gonna have a Buddhist blessing in a temple. That's incredible. We're gonna see floating markets. We're gonna get a chance to meet locals. We're gonna get a chance to visit an English-speaking school, so I'm told. So unlike a lot of cruises where you kind of fly in and fly out, you're really on the tourist path. This voyage in particular focuses really on enrichment and enveloping you in this region and really, really giving you the opportunity to come home and say you felt it, you internalized it, and you were truly there. That's really special for a cruise, and I'm excited to experience that and to experience it with you. You're going to be surrounded by so much history, these temples, these pagodas. We're going to be visiting workshops, markets, and there's going to be shows too. Let's talk about that. Now, on a river cruise, you don't have the giant casinos and the Showtime theaters that you get on ocean ships. What you have is what I call the living room, and it's where everything happens. Everything. But nightly, what they're going to do is bring on performers from the port where we just were. They'll get off at the next port and go home, or pick up the ship headed that way. But what this does is it means your performers are truly local. You're getting a real cultural experience from people who live right there. You're not getting somebody curated from Boston who knows how to do traditional folk dance. You're getting somebody who grew up doing folk dance on your ship. And then, again, cultural enrichment. When we're done with our river cruise, we disembark in Cambodia. And okay, really quick, let's get down to the brass tacks and talk about pricing. With this river cruise, it all comes down to the boat and where you're located. So let's take a look at the boat. Okay, see those yellow cabins? Those are Category C and they are already sold out. The Travel Crew owns all of those. What I have left are orange, green, blue, and pink. We're going to start by filling those orange cabins. Those are going to be our price lead. My goal, my hope, my little dreamy travel agent heart really wants to sell out that whole bottom floor. It's 24 cabins. Can we do it? Who wants to come? Do you want to come? I think you want to come. I see you. The affordable suites that I mentioned, those are the blue ones up there on deck 3. And if you see those 2 bright pink rooms, those are luxury suites. That is a very special experience. It is not inexpensive, but it is a landslide cheaper than doing it on a normal river cruise or any ocean cruise. So if you've always wanted to pamper yourself, let that American dollar work harder for you and do it here with me. All right, let's talk about pricing. As you can see, Category C is already sold out. I do still have Category B, A, and the 2 suites in inventory. When you're looking at this, I want you to see that per person booked by June 30th, 2022. You'll notice it is $1,000 cheaper per person than if you place that deposit after June 30th, 2022. Sorry. That's the way it is. I can't give back the old prices. AMA Waterways incentivizes you to book in early when you're working with a group. That's why that huge discount is there. Don't sleep on this one. After 6/30/2022, the prices do go up, but I will be able to continue to book into this group for a long time. Over on the side there, that $50 per person group administration fee, let's talk about that. In the past, if you've taken a group with me, you know I spoil you. I think of little gifts and trinkets and enrichment things for you all throughout your journey, and that's never going to stop. However, this cruise is so cheap that there is no overhead. The commission on this does not allow me to continue doing all those thoughtful extras and still be able to afford airfare to come with you. You're going to get this immaculate trip folder with all your printouts and confirmations that makes navigating your experience easier. You're going to get gifts throughout. You're going to get some swag from Travel with Mandy Lou for this trip. It is money well spent. It will be collected at a later time. Don't worry about that, okay? So how do you get involved? How do we confirm you on board? I need a deposit. It's due at the time of booking. It is $400 per person and it is non-refundable. The non-refundability has to happen because if you cancel, and here comes the cancellation penalty schedule, AMA Waterways has a really low opportunity to resale that room. There just aren't enough rooms on board for them to gamble with refundable deposits. And frankly, guys, I can't do it anymore on these big trips either. Too many people canceled and it puts the group integrity at risk. So, bigger deposits and they have to be non-refundable. What happens if life happens? Travel insurance. Because this trip also requires travel insurance. Look, we're going to Cambodia and Vietnam. You need travel insurance, especially with the deposit structure. Other things you need to know. Singles pay double, so that per person rate up there is about double. There are no triple rooms, there are no quad rooms. 2 people per room only, I don't care how old they are. I do not recommend this for kids or people with severe mobility issues. This boat doesn't always have a dock when we stop. Sometimes it bellies right up to the mud. It's that authentic and we'll walk up planks to explore where we're going. Super wanderlusty, super awesome, but not great if you have extremely limited mobility. If you have concerns, talk to me. I'm here for you. Your passport needs to be valid for at least 6 months after the trip in order to come, and you need at least 4 spots for visa stamps. You will have to purchase visas. Those are not included in the cost of your trip. We will deal with those 90 days out, but they're not much. They're under $50 a person, I'm fairly certain. I do want you to note that you have to be COVID vaccinated. That's just the way of the world, guys. If you're not, I don't care why you're not vaccinated. It doesn't make a difference to On the Waterways. I cannot advocate for you. You must be vaccinated. The booster is not required at this time, but there's nothing saying that won't change. I don't have any indication that that's coming, but it might. So just be pre-warned. You should also talk with your doctor about where you're at in your current issue vaccines and if there's anything additional that they recommend for you and your individual biodome before you go to this part of the world. Apart from that, this is a great route. This is a great price. This is already a great group of people. We're going during rainy season. That's why the prices are great. Expect to get wet, but not behind the ears because you're smart. We're going to tolerate a little bit of daily rain. It's warm rain. That's fun rain. And we're going to get a great price on a once-in-a-lifetime trip, and we're going to do it with great people. So pack a raincoat, pack a smile, and come with your hearts and your minds wide open. I can't wait to have this experience with you. Contact me and make sure we get those deposits in before June 30th of 2022. Bye, guys.